Hello everyone, welcome back to another online session of your English class. And today we are going to learn another important topic of our writing skill, that is story writing. We will learn how to write a story. In fact, I will say how to write a small story, a short story, because this time the topic is of only 5 marks and the word limit is 100 to 120 words. In our day-to-day life, we read, we listen a number of stories, right? So we know what is a story. We know that the story is a series of events, incidents and experiences, and we know the writer's job is to present these events, incidents and experiences to be happening very beautifully and logically in the life of the characters. You must be thinking why the students have been asked to write the story. So the purpose of asking you to write the story is to improve your creative and imaginative skill, because story writing is a very creative and imaginative art, right? It is not easy to cook a story, though there are some elements, there are some points which we can keep in our mind while we are writing a story, and by keeping those points and elements in our mind we can develop a very good story, right? So now we will learn all those elements, we will discuss all those points which we need to keep in our mind while we are developing the story. So let's start. First we will discuss the elements of the story. There are 4 major elements. First we are having setting, then we are having characters, the third element is theme, and the fourth element is plot of the story, right? Now I will discuss all these elements one by one in detail and will tell you why they are important. So let's start with the setting. Setting is revealing about time and place, or you can say background or location where the action take place. It can be realistic or imaginative or fictional, right? Usually we start the stories with the setting. It is a kind of conventional beginning, traditional way of starting a story. जैसे हम कहें कि once upon a time there was a king who was very sad, or long ago there was a princess who was very kind. So such kind of sentences tells us about the time, place and character. They introduce the location, the background of the story, and they introduce the character of the story. But it is not a hard and fast rule to start the story with the setting. It could be the time, place, background, location, characters could be revealed in the middle somewhere along with the development of the story, right? Now the next important element is character. Usually there is one main character around whom the whole story revolves, and a few minor characters could be there. I will suggest you to keep the number of the characters lesser, fewer in your story, because as you develop the story, when you will be in the development mode of the story, it will be difficult to interconnect these characters with the action of the story. If there will be so many characters, then there can be chances of mistakes, right? And avoid, as you are children, you are fond of cartoon characters, superheroes, avoid to add, because you are fond of those characters. So when you start thinking about a story, immediately those characters came in your mind, right? So children do add those characters straight in their story's character. which is not correct. Avoid to use those characters because the story should be, the characters should be according to the interest of the reader. And as we are writing story for the exam purpose, our story is going to be read by the examiner. So try to keep your characters more realistic, right? And they can be human beings, they can be animals, or even sometimes non-living object like trees or plants, right? The next one is theme. It is the main idea, right? It may be a message, a moral, or a lesson that the story or that the writer wants us to learn through the story, or even it can be an abstract idea. Then we are having plot. This is the most important element of the story. It is actually a logical sequence of the event. Which leads to the conclusion. It can be scary, adventurous, comic, humorous, right? Or suspenseful, right? So as it is the most important element, it is the logical sequence of events. So plot has 5 steps which we are going to discuss now. I told you plot is the main element of a story. It is a logical sequence of events that will make up a story, right? So let us understand it in this way. It has 5 steps. First we are having exposition. It is the introductory part. It is the introduction of the story which will introduce the characters and the setting, right? Then the second step is rising action. Okay? Rising action means the problem, where we are going to introduce any problem or conflict in the life of the protagonist, right? Then we will have, यहाँ पर होगी हमारी introduction of problem. Right? Then we will have climax. Climax means turning point, where the reader will get curious to know that what will be going to happen in the life of the main hero. So it is the turning point of our story. Then the problem will move toward the solution. Falling action means the protagonist, who could be the reason of the problem in the life of protagonist, antagonist. So maybe here the antagonist is punished, right? And the conflict is resolved. And then we have resolution. Resolution means ending of the story. So these are the 5 steps in which our plot will be developed, and it is the main element. It is the main structure of the story. Now we will learn the points which we need to remember when we are writing a story. So first point which we need to keep in our mind is to give a suitable title to our story, a catchy heading to arouse a reader's curiosity, right? Next is about the characters. Whenever it is possible, do describe their physical appearance, special traits, and mannerism of the characters of your stories by the actions they are doing, right? Then use of appropriate adjectives. We need to add adjectives for the setting, as if you are describing a forest. If the story is happening in a forest, you can write dense forest, or you can describe the atmosphere like scary surroundings, or as well as your characters like calm face, right? Then we need to use the verbs which really move, like walked, and do add adverbs also if possible. You can write walk slowly. Then next thing, we have to add at least one figure of speech. As you are learning figure of speech while you are learning the poetry, you know what is a simile, what is metaphor, personification. So you need to add at least one figure of speech. In this way, you can give your reader an impression that you are having a good knowledge of language, right? So you can write like this: the wind appeared to say. Now we know wind is a non-living thing, it cannot say, so it is personification. Or you can write like this: he was standing there like a statue. The next thing, we have to use direct quotes in our story. It will make a story more interactive and our characters will appear lively, right? Like the horse, wherever it is possible. No need to write the whole story in the form of direct quotes, direct speech, or in the form of dialogues. Wherever at least 2 or 3 dialogues can be added. The horse looked around and asked, "Can anyone neigh like me?" Right? Then the theme of the story must be appropriate. It should be according to the age. And try to write a story with positive theme. Try to keep the theme positive, right? One more important point, as it is an event that had already happened and you are describing it, so don't forget to use past tense. You have to write your story in the past tense. You can use simple past, past continuous, and past perfect tense, right? So these were the points which we need to remember while we are writing the story. Now we will develop a story and we will see how we can keep these things in mind and how we have to add, all those elements which we have learned before this. How to add the setting, how to introduce the characters, how to use adjectives, figure of speech, how to add dialogues, ठीक है? तो अभी हम सीखेंगे कि कैसे हम इसको स्टोरी में डेवलप करेंगे और ऐड करेंगे इन सब चीज़ों को. So now we will develop this story to have a better understanding what we have learned till now. See, there are two ways to ask you to write a story. एक तो आपको इंट्रोडक्शन दे दी जाए स्टोरी की और बोला जाए कि आप उसको कंप्लीट कीजिए. सेकेंड, इट कुड हैपन कि पूरी स्टोरी आपको हिंट्स फॉर्म में आ जाए एंड यू हैव टू डेवलप दोज हिंट्स. व्हेन इट इज़ गिवन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हिंट्स देन देयर इज़ नो नीड टू थिंक मच, क्योंकि वहाँ प्लॉट भी हमें समझ में आ जाता है, थीम भी हमें पता चल जाती है. वी नीड नॉट टू क्रिएट और इमेजिन समथिंग फ्रॉम आवर ओन साइड, राइट. We just need to complete those hints into sentences और वहाँ हमें उन सभी hints को कवर करना होता है. वो आप छोटी क्लासेस में सीखते आए हो such kind of story to do. ठीक है, तो this is something new which may be introduced in class 7th और 8th. तो अब हम इसको एक क्वेश्चन इस तरह का जहाँ हमें इंट्रोडक्शन गिवन है इसे डेवलप करना सीखेंगे. ठीक है, so this is the question. I looked at my watch. It was exactly 12 midnight. I had missed the last bus to home and hence I walked for almost an hour. Thank God, home was just a few kilometers away. Suddenly, now we have to develop this story in about 100 to 120 words for 5 marks. And you can easily see that this introduction itself is revealing about the time, about the character, right, and about the location. So we need not to bother about the exposition. It is already covered. और हमें अपनी सेटिंग को बहुत लंबा भी नहीं करना, क्योंकि हमें जो हमारे एग्जामिनर का कंसंट्रेशन है वो प्लॉट पर है. ठीक है, he wanted to know कि what kind of situation or problem or conflict we create in the life of the character and how we give it a solution. तो हमें इसको बहुत लंबा नहीं करना है. तो आर सेटिंग टास्क इज ऑलरेडी डन विद द इंट्रोडक्शन. अब हम अगले स्टेप से हम इसको शुरू करेंगे. सडनली आई फेल्ट इफ समबडी वाज फॉलोइंग मी. आई टर्न्ड बट देयर वाज नोबडी. आई थॉट इट मस्ट बी एन illusion. The road was empty and only some stray dogs could be heard walking at a distance. Now with this you can see that some action took place in the life of the main character, right? And this is the second stage of the development of our story. You can see the use of past tense: felt, was falling, turned, was, thought, right? Could be heard, right? So use of past tense. And after the introduction, immediately we'll start adding some action that will move, that will take our story to the climax. Now, I mustered courage and walked on, but once again I heard tap tap, the sound of some footsteps behind me. Tap tap. Try to add such kind of words which directly appeal to our senses. ठीक है, I mustered courage, walked on, but once again I heard tap tap, the sound of some footsteps behind me. I felt a little uneasy. Then I felt somebody's hand on my shoulder. I simply froze with fear. Now here we can see that the action got intense, right? With this, the story reached its climax. So the action has gone to its peak and now the reader is curious to know the climax. Before I could understand anything, a voice called, "Please give me something to eat. I am hungry for 2 days." So here I have added the dialogue, and this dialogue can be written in present tense. Give me, I am hungry, right? So before I could understand anything, a voice called, "Please give me something to eat. I am hungry for 2 days." Somehow I looked back. It was an old man with torn clothes and white beard. Apparently he was a beggar. So now we can see that the story turned towards a solution, which is the next stage of the story. I just smiled, thrust my hand in my bag and pulled out an envelope containing some fruits and sandwich. I gave it to him and he thanked and blessed me. So here the story is moving towards its end with the solution where the person, the main character, helped the stranger from whom in the beginning he got scared. Now I have told you that the theme must be positive, so let it end with a positive note. So, what seemed spooky in the beginning turned to be another story of poverty and hunger. So, in this way, we can conclude our story. I hope you all have understood how to develop a story, and I hope now it will be easy for you to add all the elements, how to start. If already introduction is there of 2 to 3 lines, it means you are getting the setting. Time, place or character information must be there, and then you have to add the main parts of the story, the beginning, middle and the end. With this I will end my lesson for today. I will see you in my next class everyone. Bye.